Have you ever returned home from a visit feeling more exhausted and unsettled than before you left? At this stage in life, the seemingly simple act of visiting can be more taxing than it appears. This video is aimed at those in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who have been encouraged to socialize more or feel obligated to make rounds among friends and family, even when they'd rather not. If you've ever felt guilty for skipping a visit, it might be your body and mind signaling a deeper truth. You've lived long enough to recognize that not every invitation is a blessing, and not every outing is beneficial. As we age, one of the toughest lessons is realizing that our energy, time, and presence are no longer limitless. They must be protected, cherished, and shared thoughtfully. Today, we'll explore a topic that many seniors feel but seldom voice: the idea that visiting others too frequently can do more harm than good. More importantly, understanding this can lead to greater peace, improved health, and enhanced self-respect. Let's delve into 5 reasons why seniors should be more discerning about their visits, and why staying home more often can be the kindest choice for both you and your loved ones. Reason 1: the energy drain. As we age, energy becomes a precious resource that we must conserve. Much like water in a desert, visiting loved ones often requires more energy than we anticipate. There's the preparation, the travel, the conversation, and the effort to appear cheerful or presentable, followed by the long journey home and the inevitable letdown afterward. For many seniors, social visits can leave them feeling drained, yet they rarely discuss this fatigue, fearing it may come off as antisocial or weak. The reality is that our nervous systems don't recover as quickly as they once did. What used to be a delightful afternoon can now take days to recover from, impacting our immune systems, sleep, and mood. Take Margaret, 72, for example. She used to visit her daughter and grandkids twice a week, but afterward, she noticed her knees ached more, her sleep was disrupted, and her digestion was off. It wasn't until her doctor pointed out that it was both physical and emotional stress that she decided to cut back to bi-weekly visits. The result? She felt more energized, and her family noticed she was more present and patient. As we age, we must view our energy as currency. Spend it wisely, and sometimes the best investment is staying home to rest and only going where you feel truly safe. Reason 2: the emotional expectations. For many older adults, visiting others is not just a physical task. It becomes an emotional challenge. Expectations are layered into every smile, comment, and unspoken glance. When you enter someone else's space, especially family, you're often seen as someone who should behave in certain ways. Be cheerful, stay longer, or avoid discussing health issues. These visits can quickly shift from warm to feeling like an audition. The emotional toll is harder to quantify than fatigue, but it runs deep. You may second-guess your words, worry about how your stories are received, and wonder if you would truly want it there. Walter, 78, visited his nephew every Sunday until one day, his nephew's wife kindly remarked, "You know you don't have to come every week." This comment shattered something in Walter. He stopped visiting, not out of anger, but because he realized he was showing up more for them than for himself. When visits become obligations rather than joyful experiences, resentment can quietly creep in. Protecting your emotional space is not selfish. It's wise. If being around someone makes you feel less like yourself, it's not your responsibility to fix that dynamic. It's your duty to step away. Reason 3: the health risk factor. As we age, even a short visit can pose hidden health risks. Our immune systems weaken, and crowded homes, especially those with children, can become breeding grounds for germs and viruses. What's a mild cough to a grandchild can turn into a week-long illness for a 75-year-old. Many seniors downplay their health until it's too late. Visits may seem harmless, but consider the exposure. Shared food, hugs, and even door handles. Edith, 84, loved visiting her daughter's family, but after each visit, she felt drained for days. One weekend, she caught a stomach virus from a toddler, landing her in the ER for dehydration. After that, she and her daughter agreed to avoid visits when anyone was unwell. It was a tough boundary but a necessary one. Older bodies thrive on stable routines, and unexpected visits can disrupt medications, meals, and sleep. A single poor night's rest can spike blood pressure and stir up old aches. So, when considering a visit, ask yourself, will this enhance my health or chip away at the strength I've worked hard to maintain? Reason 4. The unspoken financial pressure. Not all visits are free, even if money isn't explicitly discussed. Older adults often feel an invisible pressure to bring gifts, offer help, or cover small expenses during visits, especially with younger relatives. This isn't due to anyone asking. It's a desire to show love and avoid being a burden. However, these small gestures can accumulate quickly. Paul, 78, used to visit his niece's family every other weekend, always bringing pastries or helping with bills. Over time, he noticed his savings dwindling faster than expected. When he consulted his financial planner, he discovered that his small gestures had cost him over $3,000 in 2 years. Paul wasn't trying to buy affection, but he was quietly worrying about his finances. Older adults often tie their self-worth to their usefulness, leading them to stretch themselves too thin. Visiting without boundaries can create a pattern where love becomes entangled with financial strain. And when funds run low, so does peace of mind. Reason 5. The risk of losing your own rhythm. As we age, the pace of our daily lives becomes more than just habit. It's a form of balance that keeps us grounded. Frequent visits can disrupt this rhythm, forcing you to adapt to someone else's schedule. It's not just about timing. It's about losing touch with your own tempo. Eugene, 76, used to visit a friend every Sunday to watch football and chat. Initially enjoyable, he soon realized he was skipping his Sunday paper, missing his walk, and even foregoing his quiet coffee on the porch. His mind felt scattered, and he no longer felt that Sunday belonged to him. As we age, peace and stability come from the small rituals we create for ourselves. If we abandon these rituals too easily for social visits, we may feel unsettled without understanding why. Protecting your rhythm isn't selfish. It's essential for your well-being. Final thoughts. Aging teaches us that true peace doesn't stem from being everywhere or pleasing everyone. It comes from being selective about where we go and who we spend time with. Saying no to frequent visits doesn't mean shutting people out. It means choosing presence over performance and depth over obligation. You've earned the right to rest when you need to think when you want to, and to share your time only when your heart says yes. So, have you ever felt that visiting others left you feeling more drained than fulfilled? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what you've learned about protecting your energy. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and share one insight you gained and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your feedback motivates us to keep creating valuable content. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support enables us to continue inspiring and informing you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.